Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 holiday gift guide for golfers. In this video, I'm gonna show you 10 of my absolute favorite golf items for the golfer in your life. I'm gonna start with the cheapest, more affordable gifts, and I'm gonna work my way up to the most expensive gift that I recommend you get a golfer. So let's get into it. Okay, if any of you are new here, my name is Brandon. I run NEWNINEGOLF. I do a ton of golf reviews from golf clubs, golf products, some golf clothes, golf courses, anything golf related. I review it. So let's break down my top 10 gifts for golfers. Okay, the first thing on my list, and this would make an awesome stocking stuffer, is the Grooveit Wet Club Scrub. This is my favorite golf bag accessory. So let me show you what this is. This is a brush to clean your clubs. And what's really unique about this is it has a magnet. So this magnet is super strong that they're never gonna lose this off their golf bag. I've used this thing for like 2 years and it's awesome. So you clip it to your bag, you hold it down, your clubs are dirty, you grab this. The next cool feature that it has is there is a water bladder basically inside of this brush that I have it filled with water that I can squirt my club and then wipe it. Then you can, wipe it off with a towel. So many golfers spit on their golf clubs. It's actually disgusting to clean them. So they would love this as an option. And this thing's only $24.99. So that's called the Grooveit Wet Club Scrub. Highly recommended. Okay, the next cool product I wanted to show you guys is called Golfkicks. These will turn any pair of shoes into golf shoes. Let me show you what I mean. Inside here, you will get all of this. So you will get the screws for the golf shoes. These are the spikes. You will get super glue, a drill bit, a screwdriver, a Sharpie, and 2 complimentary ball markers. Pretty cool. So I have used these on my favorite pair of basketball shoes. I'm kind of a sneakerhead and I love shoes. So I took my favorite basketball shoes, I installed these and they've been awesome. They really have as much traction as normal golf shoes and I've never lost a single spike. I like to think I'm a little aggressive with my shoes and with my golf swing and I've never had a problem with these. So these come in a couple different colors, not only blue, so you can check out their website and see what colors they have, and maybe you'll find some for the golfer in your life. So if this is your first time finding me and you're pretty big into golf, hit subscribe and turn on post notifications. I make a ton of cool videos and a ton of reviews, so welcome to the NEWNINEGOLF community. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you are these awesome belts from Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs makes awesome golf accessories, head covers, and belts, and these are now my favorite belt of all time. Let me open these up and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, these are my absolute new favorite belts. Ace of Clubs has some awesome leather materials and they also have gator. So if you know anyone that likes gator belts, you can definitely get these from Ace of Clubs. This is probably one of my favorites so far because I wear so much black and gray, but if I want, it is a reversible belt that if I have maybe my white shoes on, I can reverse my belt buckle and put it on the white side. So you pretty much get 2 belts in one. The quality is fantastic and I love the functionality. I've never been so excited about belts before, so thank God I found Ace of Clubs. My other absolute favorite belt is this guy. I love these knit belts. This is awesome, especially around the holiday season if you've been eating some turkey and maybe a few more desserts than normal. Because there isn't just a set, 6 belt holes, you can do this up really based on the day, that if you've had a lot to eat, hey, maybe you can put a little closer to the end, or if you're feeling good, you can tighten it up. I really like the variety that Ace of Clubs offers because if the golfer in your life likes certain colors, chances are that Ace of Clubs has a belt color for them. I also have this super unique kind of like a light blue, almost like a teal belt. In the past, I've always had belts that are neutrals like black, blue, or white, but I love that Ace of Clubs offers these super unique colors. And again, the quality is awesome, so I can't recommend them enough. Check out Ace of Clubs. One other thing I really like about these belts is they come in these awesome little pouches. So if you wanted, you could take this to the course and put like maybe your cell phone or a wallet or keys. A lot of times you throw away the packaging, and not the case with these belts. Really cool. Okay, next up I want to tell you about this awesome company called Bluetees. Bluetees makes really good and affordable range finders like this one, and they make really cool affordable Bluetooth speakers like this. This speaker is specific for the golf course. So it actually has a magnet on the back that you can stick onto the golf cart. And if you had two of these, they can both play the same music at the same time. So if you're golfing in a foursome, one cart has one speaker, the other cart has another, they can sync and play the same music. I think that's such a cool feature. It has built-in subwoofers on both sides. I'll be honest, I've owned like a Beats Pill before, and this has better sound quality at like more than half the cost. Next up is their rangefinder. This one specifically is called the 3 Max. These are actually on sale right now, and I don't know how much longer they're gonna stay that way. They also have a magnetic strip that you can stick it to the golf cart. All around, it's a fantastic rangefinder. For those people that know a little bit about golf, these rangefinders, or some of them, have what's called slope function. In a nutshell, what slope will do, if the elevation is shooting down, it changes the yardage. This rangefinder can tell you that. Vice versa, if they're shooting way up a hill, elevation changes, this rangefinder can tell you that. From a golfer's perspective, it's an absolute must. I would never have a rangefinder that didn't have slope. So if you're considering getting them a rangefinder, Bluetees, check them out. All right, we've talked about some really cool tech and golf products. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was golf lessons. Maybe the golfer in your life could improve or would like some golf lessons. The first place I would look is called Golftec. Golftec offers a swing evaluation for only $125. There's over 180 Golftec locations worldwide, so wherever you are in the world, maybe just look up if there's a Golftec near you. What a swing evaluation will get this golfer is a 1-hour session with one of the Golftec trained professionals. They will look at all of their swings, look at all of their stats, and they'll start to coach them in the direction to make them better. Golftec also offers lesson packages, and that pricing will vary based on how many lessons that golfer wants, but I would definitely start with a swing evaluation. I myself am a product of the Golftec system. When I started, I was about a 10 handicap. After doing all of my sessions, I'm now a scratch golfer. So I'm proof that Golftec will make the golfer in your life a lot better. So you should definitely check out Golftec. So the next product I'm going to tell you about is probably my absolute favorite product that I've owned this past year, and it has to do with golf travel. So what I'm recommending is called the Sun Mountain Club Glider Golf Travel Bag. I travel a ton with my golf clubs. Even if the golfer in your life only travels maybe once a year, I still recommend getting them this club glider. So this Sun Mountain Golf Travel Bag has been the Golf Digest best golf travel bag since 2016. What makes this so awesome is that it has extra legs you can pull out and move, so you can push the golf bag with ease. There's nothing worse than having a heavy golf bag in the airport and you have to carry it with one arm with your other luggage. It's such a pain in the butt. Sun Mountain has totally fixed that you can push this golf bag with one finger. It's so awesome. Comes in about $339, so it's a little pricier as we're getting into more expensive gifts, but I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It will pay itself off tenfold. Check out the Sun Mountain Club Glider. So even though we're getting pretty close to the holidays, some of you might be worried about getting these things on time. And honestly, I'd rather get the right gift than get the gift on time, if that makes sense. So hopefully all of these can ship as soon as possible. There's something to open on Christmas or whatever holiday that you celebrate, but all of these I would recommend at any time. So even if you got birthdays or other holidays coming up, you should 100% check out all these gifts. Okay, let's talk about golf clubs. That is probably the obvious gift for some golfers. Golf technology has come a long way, and there's a lot of new things with golf clubs. So would I recommend picking something up off the rack and putting it under the tree? I guess it depends on the type of golfer. So if the golfer in your life is pretty serious about golf and they talk about golf all the time and you're almost annoyed by how much they talk about golf, I'm gonna recommend them going this route. You can set them up for a golf club fitting. This will get them one-on-one with a club builder, and they can go through a series of hits, hit a bunch of different clubs, get a lot of data, and they can narrow down the club that is best for them. So you can buy what's called a golf club fitting. You could call any golf retailer, whether it be a Golf Town in Canada or a Golf Galaxy or Dick's Sporting Goods, even a local pro shop. All of those places will sell a club fitting, so I recommend that you get them that. A lot of times they'll waive the fee for a fitting, and it'll just be for the price of the club. So if a driver is, let's say, $600, that's all you got to pay to get them the club and the fitting. Now let's say the golfer is not as serious, kind of a weekend warrior. The driver in their bag's been 25 years old and it's time for replacing. I'm going to recommend a couple options for you. So I've done a ton of testing this year in golf clubs, both drivers and irons, and I'm going to kind of steer you in the direction of two brands that have won or been in the top running for all of my testing. So for drivers, I'm going to recommend the Cobra LTDX lineup. These drivers start at about 650 bucks, and they are some of the furthest drivers possible. Anyone that golfs wants to hit it far, and the Cobras have been some of the furthest drivers of all time. So I definitely recommend a Cobra LTDX driver. The other driver I recommend is the Titleist TSR lineup. These drivers have been neck and neck with the Cobra. Titleist has made some of the best golf clubs for so long, and 2022 is no different. So if the golfer in your life likes a clean, classic look and they're more of a traditionalist, they can't go wrong with the Titleist TSR lineup. So for irons, same thing. If they are very serious about their golf game, I'm gonna steer you in the direction of getting them a fitting. On the flip side, if they're the weekend warrior, they need to upgrade, I'm gonna recommend 3 different brands, all based on my testing. The best irons that I hit in my review were actually Mizuno's. The next closest were TaylorMade, followed by Cobra, and then finally Titleist. So the Titleist and Cobra are still up there, but now we have Mizuno and TaylorMade, which are both awesome, amazing golf brands. So those are the irons that I would steer you towards. For irons, you're gonna be looking anywhere from about $1,000 and up. Okay, we are winding down to the most expensive gifts that I'm gonna recommend, but they're also fantastic gifts. So I'm recommending an electric golf cart caddy. I love walking on the golf course and I hate carrying my bag. I think that's why a lot of people ride. But if this golfer still wants some exercise and they don't want the burden of pushing or carrying a golf bag, an electric golf trolley is something that they must own. These things are awesome. There's 3 different ones I'm going to recommend based on my testing. The first option I'm going to tell you guys about is perfect for any of you with a Costco membership because they sell it there. It's called the MGI Zip Navigator. So this has a remote, which is so awesome. If you're considering getting them an electric golf trolley and it's not going to be one of these 3 I recommend you get one with a remote. And there are cheap golf trolleys that are about $1,000. I say cheap loosely because that's not cheap. Anywhere from like $800 to $1,000. The quality just isn't anywhere near the $1,300, $1,400 one. So if you're in between an inexpensive or a slightly more expensive one, I'm definitely gonna push you towards that one because you should have less problems with it long term. Another very comparable one I'm gonna recommend is the MotoCaddy M7. This thing is awesome. It has the exact same remote. It has very good stability control. It has all the same features as the MGI Zip Navigator. The MGI Zip Navigator is around $14.95 and the MotoCaddy M7's $15.95. Both very similar and both awesome electric push carts. Now the last product I'm gonna recommend is also the most expensive, but with a high price point comes a luxury product. This is another electric push cart called the Stewart Golf Q Follow. What this electric caddy offers that the other 2 don't is what's called the follow feature. This is so cool. So it still has the remote that you could drive around on the course, forward, back, left, right, and stop. But you can also attach it to your belt loop or anywhere on your body and the cart will follow you. It's like having a real life caddy with you on the golf course. This thing is so cool. You can walk the entire golf course and this cart will follow you. The downside with the previous 2 carts that I mentioned is when you use the remote is that through the entire round for 4 hours or longer, you are moving a joystick or pressing on a keypad. Eventually becomes tiresome and a little bit of a nuisance. This Q Follow, you don't have to worry about that. It's the most ergonomic, has the best battery life, and it folds the smallest to make it the all-around absolute best electric push caddy that you can get. The Q Follow comes in at about $2,700 US. All right, guys, that wraps up my holiday gift guide review. Hopefully there's something in there that you guys thought was appealing. In the description of this video, like I mentioned earlier, there are links for everything I just talked about. Check them out if you want to get something cool for the golfer in your life. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll check in with you next time. See you later. Peace.